Alright guys, let's review text structure. So last week we went over, it was problem and solution text structure. We are going to be introducing sequence text structure today. So text structure, there's 5 different ones. We kind of really quickly went over that last week. There's description, sequence, compare and contrast, cause and effect, and problem and solution. Those are the 5 different types of text structure. Today we're going to be focusing on sequence, and we're going to be focusing on sequence this week and next week. So non-fiction texts, those are texts that give you actual facts, information. Those are usually written in one of the 5 text structures. It's either description, it's sequence, it's compare and contrast, cause and effect, or problem and solution. So I told you we're going to be focusing on sequence. So identifying the text structure can help you understand the author's purpose, why he or she wrote the text. And remember I told you that text structure is basically the pieces that the author uses to go ahead and put their text or their story together. In this case, what the pieces that the author is using is basically dates, right? Steps, those transition words, like the ones that you use in writing, first, next, like that. It can also help you understand the text better. Each text structure is organized in a special way and uses keywords. Okay, we're only going to go ahead and focus on sequence today. So a sequence or chronology, remember that Greek root chron means time. So in chronological order means in time order. It explains what happens in time order. Okay. So events in a sequence may be placed along a timeline. You're going to see this a lot, right? Biographies have this, and a biography is a nonfiction text. A timeline just kind of tells you the different dates that something took place in, or somebody's life. So here's a sequential paragraph about Ojibwa, okay, which is it's an informational text. So as the French entered the Great Lakes region in the 1660s, the Ojibwa began trading them. Then, to find more furs to trade with the French, the Ojibwa moved westward. During the 1700s and 1800s, they fought with the Dakota overland. In the 1800s, the U.S. government sent the Ojibwa to reservations where the group lives to date. So if you guys notice, my voice kind of changed a little bit when I came up with the dates. When I use transition words, like for example, the word then is a transition word, as in the sentence, then to find more furs to trade with the French, the Ojibwa moved westward. During the 1700s and 1800s, that is another sequential keyword. In the 1800s, another one, and then that last word in the paragraph, the word today, it shows me that it's something that's happening in this time frame. So that is also a sequence keyword. Okay, partial history of Ojibwa people, 1600s to 1800s. So this is kind of the history between those 200 years. So the first thing, as the French entered the Great Lakes region in the 1660s, the Ojibwa began trading with them. Then, to find more furs to trade with the French, the Ojibwa moved westward. It kind of shows me what they did in steps. So first, they traded with the French. Then they moved westward to find more furs to trade. During the 1700s and the 1800s, they fought with the Dakota overland. And last, in the 1800s, the U.S. government sent the Ojibwa to reservations where the group lives today. So that'll be between that's been kind of like the 1800s all the way through today. That shows you a time period. Okay, so look for those words that show the order, the time, or dates. Okay, so 1600s in that first box, then 1700s, 1800s, 1800s. So real quick review, a sequence or chronology explains what happened in time order. Events in a sequence may be placed along a timeline. Look for words that show order, time, or dates. And that's about it. If you guys have any questions, you know where to find me.